Hey y'all, welcome to the live. Thank y'all for being here. Sprinkle sprinkle. Sorry I'm a little late, but I was running some errands, had to do a few things. But thank y'all for being here because tongue tied. We're gonna be talking about never chase a man. Okay, and I know y'all know this, but some of y'all need reminding because no matter what I say on my videos, a woman is going to always come in here and ask if it's okay to approach a man and chase a man. She's going to have some type of scenario, some type of special case, but I will always tell you never chase a man unless they have your purse and they stole it and you're running to get it. Never ever chase a man. If you chase a man, your name is Pickbisha, period. Okay? So, no matter what, don't chase no man. Done. Okay? If you chase a man, it's because you don't feel like you're good enough for them to chase you. So then you automatically take on the masculine role and chase them instead, which is wrong. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to attract. If you're not attracting, you're not attractive. So go get attractive and you can attract. If you're not attracting the type of man you want, then you need to find out what type of woman he likes so you can become attractive to him. And then I know a lot of pick-me-shas and people are going to be like, I'm not getting ready to change for no man. Well, then don't chase after a man who doesn't find you attractive. Okay, because y'all will walk around looking like who did it and why and say you don't care what people think. But then when it comes to some guy, you're going to chase after him, even though you're not his type. You don't look like what he wants. And then you get mad about it. But I'm trying to tell y'all from the beginning, if you want a certain type of man, you have to be attractive to him and what he likes visually. Okay. Some women don't listen when I tell them that. They want to look how they want to look and then chase after the man who's not attractive to them. Yes, they may sleep with you and then discard you or use you for whatever you have. But remember what I told you. If they like what you look like and if they like you, they will approach. So if you are not having luck with men approaching you, the type of man that is approaching you, you need to do a little bit of research and see what those types of men are attracted to. And then if you want those type of men to chase you, you got to make sure you are attractive to them. It's simple math. Some of y'all are out here being attractive to someone who doesn't, who you're not even interested in. Some of y'all are getting dressed for men that you don't even want anymore. If you're going to level up the type of person that you're trying to attract, you got to level up your looks tad bit, do a little extra research, see what kind of women that they're attracted to, what type of hair, what type of makeup, what type of clothing, and then go do it. Okay? If that's what you're trying to do. If you're not trying to attract anybody, or if you're just trying to attract anybody and not a specific type, then continue to do what you do. Thank you, Mar. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What to say to praise him for being a provider? Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Say thank you, because that's all you need to say. Thanks for being such a great provider. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's their job. That's what they're supposed to do. Okay? You could say thank you for being such a great provider. There you go. Appreciate that. So yes, if you are out here trying to attract in the rich area of town, you got to be attractive to those types of men. So get it together. Okay. It's just as simple as that. And, if you're not the type of woman that wants to make a lot of changes to their looks or do too much for a man's eye, then don't try to attract that type of man. Just give it up. Okay. And don't complain about it later, because a lot of y'all do that. Y'all are very hypocritical when it comes to how you look, what certain men find attractive, what you ain't gonna do, all of this is this and that. And then you come back and ask me, why do I go out and nobody comes and talks to me and da, 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 because you're not doing your research. Okay. You got to get the research down. You got to get the look down, and you have to get all of that stuff down. And once you get it together, it's going to start to make sense. It's going to start to make sense. Thank you, Coin Sprinkle Sprinkle, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Appreciate that. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Okay. So I don't know why y'all have problems with men approaching you, because I never have. And I know some of y'all out there younger and better looking than me and in better shape than me. So y'all need to figure out what y'all are doing incorrect and fix it when y'all go out and freestyle or deal, go out on the rich side of town and stuff like that. Y'all need to fix whatever it is y'all need to fix. Oh, thank you, Ashley. Your thoughts on women who paid $10,000 to a dating coach, not even a matchmaker. She dated on Hinge and he coached her. Well, if she got $10,000 to spare and she don't want to spend it on herself, she might as well spend it on some man. I mean, called being a pygmisha. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Mar. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for everything and the advice. Shira. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't care what people spend their money on. That's their prerogative. Okay. Maybe she trying to write it off as a tax write-off. I don't know. Who knows? Don't care. Okay. Yes. So we don't care about who giving money to who. We don't care. If it's not a money given to if it's not a man giving money to a woman, we don't really care. Okay. Do it. Maybe she want him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You never know. Oh, so you said you've been a pygmisha. Well, that's not good. Okay. Never chase a man. If you're chasing a man, you are a pygmisha and you need to slap yourself and get back to not being a pygmisha. All right. You need to stop chasing and start attracting. Start attracting. Okay. Okay. So I was like interrupted for a second, but I was saying I never have any problems. Never. You know what I mean? So I don't know how y'all are having problems. If y'all supposed to be younger than me, cuter than me, better shaped than me, all this and that, why I never have problems? You know, let's get it together. What are y'all doing incorrectly? Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said it's confidence. Well, then y'all need to get some main character energy up in here. Okay. All right. Thank y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Also, you don't have to chase a man if you are exactly who you think you are. And that goes a long way. Let me go into that for a second, because some of y'all don't understand that. I am exactly who I think I am. If y'all know, you know. So when you are exactly who you think you are, that's what you're going to exude. If you don't feel confident, if you don't know who you are, if you're just walking around aimlessly confused, that's going to show. People are going to pick up on that. So you got to be exactly who you think you are. Yay. And that and more. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Be sure to understand. Have I ever had a man try to belittle me? All the time on these lives, I just laugh at them because I know they're coming from a place of poverty. Okay, they're in survival mode. If anybody tries to belittle me, I know their bank account is belittle. Okay. Never a man with a lot of money has ever tried to belittle me. Only broke people try to belittle other people because they don't want them getting past them. They don't want them climbing up higher. They don't want to be seen as lower than. So it's only broke people that belittle other people. So if you're getting belittled by men, either they're very insecure and know you can do better and get more money than they're giving you, or they're broke. So that's why I don't even deal with them, because I know that they're lacking something. You work in a government building, was asked out for lunch by a much older colleague, different floor. How do I turn this into a financial gain? Well, make sure they make a lot of money, at least way more than you. And then come up, say yes to the date, get them all excited about the date, and then come up with something that they need to solve for you financially first. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It could be anything. It could be you lost your diamond earring. It could be you broke your favorite bottle of perfume. It could be you paid Aunt Ethel's mortgage. Now you need help. It could be anything that's in the way of you going to see him. And by the way, you're really excited to see him. You got your perfect outfit picked out. You can't wait. But this one financial thing is in your way. Get him to remove it financially. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. That's how you're going to know if he's a provider type or not, or just trying to get some. Okay. All right. Yes. So you are exactly who you think you are. Okay, mean. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, was there less or more pick-me-shas 20 years ago? More. There was a lot more. There's less now, thank goodness. Thank you, Cherie. Can you advise what someone can wear outside to run around town, but not leggings? I want to look nice, but yet comfortable. Okay, Sherry, it's springtime. So in the springtime, you can do little cute skirts with flowy, like a flowy skirt, or like whatever skirt looks good on you. I don't know, because I don't know your body type. Do a little skirt and a little top and some like sandals, or you could do like a slip dress or something like that. Something really cutesy, but reminds men of like softness and femininity. So there are a lot of cute satin or silk slip dresses out there. Very comfortable, very nice, very feminine, and we'll get the men to start to looking. Try nice colors for spring, creams, whatever spring colors y'all can come up with. But those types remind men of lingerie, but in a classy way. And if you're just walking around running errands, something like a little cute dress, sandals, and or a slip dress or something like that is cutesy. If y'all are going to run errands, run them in dresses. That's when men approach feminine women. If you're going to be in pants and stuff, it's saying I don't want to be approached. It's some men will approach you in pants, but more men will approach you in dresses or skirts. So get in there, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If y'all are looking for comfort, if y'all aren't trying to get approached by men, then wear whatever you want. But at least make it stylish, make it match, and make it, cute. If you're trying to get approached by men, wear dresses or skirts, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Recently got emotionally attached to a dusty. Oh, no. Years after being dust free. Can you explain why this happened? How can I avoid getting... Okay, ma'am, the reason why you got emotionally attached to a dusty is because you weren't looking for money. You always supposed to be looking for money, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you ain't looking for money, you're looking for dust. Get back on looking for your money, okay? If they can't spend anything, why are you spending time with them? Time is money. If spending time with him don't equal no money, you're doing it backwards, all right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? That's how you got off track. You stopped looking for money. You stop gold digging. You stop looking for change. You stop looking for dollars. You stop looking for bills paid. That's what happened. That's why I say no matter how much money you have, they need to always be paying for stuff anyway. Why? Because this is what happens. You will go back to finding dust. So only go for money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Stay on the rich side of town and don't entertain nothing that can't improve your finances. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, let me read some of this. You starting to develop feelings for your provider. He just treats you too well. What can I do to take my power back? Ask for more money and see what he does. Stack your account. Okay. Every time you think about you're developing more feelings than he's developing for you, ask him for more money or spend less time with him. All right, because you're getting too attached, and if you don't want the power dynamic to shift, you gotta find a hobby. Okay. You said, how was my tea around town tour, Elisha? It was nice. I really enjoyed it. It was very beautifully decorated. They had like Bridgerton music playing, but with like modern songs, and they had a lady that was actually singing, and she was really good. So we were being serenaded. The whole bus was being serenaded. The teas were delicious. The food was good. They took us on a beautiful tour, and it was so beautiful. Everything is like in bloom because it's springtime. And all the girls were like in their cute dresses and hats, and, all girly girl. So it was nice. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, she was singing to tracks, but like instrumentals, like Bridgerton instrumental tracks, and she was singing on top of. And then she sang like some other songs that were kind of like really nice. Like I know she sang like Nora, what's her name? She's saying like Elvis, like I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. She's singing like Alicia Keys, but it was real slow, like the jazz version of it. Nora Jones, yeah. Then she sings like some oldies, but it was like in the instrumental / jazzy form. It was really nice. So it was like very jazzy and like laid back. Really enjoyed it. And she was really good too. So added bonus. You said you dislike when younger men take interest in me. If you just start by telling them that you're a gold digger, they'll leave you alone because they don't have the money like that. Okay. So never chase a man, okay? No matter what. Okay, let me tell y'all some tricks that men do to get you to try to chase them. Okay, get your pens and papers ready because some of y'all don't be knowing no better. So we're gonna help you. So they don't text back right away, or they'll make a date and not text that day because they want you to chase them and beg them for a date. And whether they're married or not really trying to go on the date anyway, because y'all probably met online, they will they will promise you something and never deliver. They will ghost you like the day of the date. Okay. They will also belittle you to get you to think that they're the prize, which is they're not. They will try to make you jealous with talks of other women, and they will like build themselves up, but they won't spend any money. Or they'll tell you that their last girlfriend broke their heart, and now they want you to prove that you're there because of them. So this gets you to chase, not ask for no money. Also, it gets you to somewhat submit to them without them doing anything at all. Okay. And that's never the way to go. So if they make a date with you and they don't call you on that day or whatever, don't text them. Just make other plans if they don't call you by at least 1 p.m. If they don't text or call you by 1 p.m. to confirm the date, you make other plans. Okay. Or just act like you made other plans. If they ghost you and they try to come back, charge a re-entry fee. Okay. That means send them your Cash App or tell them you want to go shopping or whatever, like a re-entry fee. You don't they were waiting to see if you were going to chase them. And since you didn't, they came back around to see if they can poke their head back in if you're willing to do more than you were before. The answer is still no. Now there's a re-entry fee. Okay. If they belittle you and tell you things to make you feel less than so that they have a better chance and shot at getting you to lower your standards, you higher your standards. Okay. Once they belittle you, you higher your standards even more. Okay. They're going to hate that. They'll dismiss themselves. If they try to make you jealous with other women, act bored and unbothered and ask about the woman as if she's more interesting than he is. Okay. So if he tries to make you jealous about talking about other women or looking at other women, it's like, oh my gosh, I love her outfit. I really want that outfit. You should buy it for me. Okay. Or, if he talks about his ex or like some other girl that he might be dating, it's like, oh, well, she sounds very interesting. Okay. Wow. Just start asking about her and not him. All right. It's like, wow, what does she do for a living? Okay. Is she pretty okay. So start acting like that when they try to make you jealous or whatever. Okay. Because it's going to backfire. If they try to tell you like, oh, I was hurt by the last person, they tried to use me. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry about that. So did you ever recover financially? This will tell you right then and there if they are not going to be spending any money. They're going to be like, oh, well, I wasn't lacking anything financially. Oh, okay. So you just didn't like her. No, it's not that. It's just you tried to use me. Oh, okay. So y'all were just dating and she wanted you to what? Pay her bills? Okay. Well, maybe some women have different standards. Just say that and let it go. Now he knows that you took her side and you will be requiring some spending. He'll either have to dismiss himself or he'll pull out that wallet. But always get rid of those types of guys because they're not trying to spend. They're trying to gaslight you and make you seem like you shouldn't ask for anything. Ask for more. Okay. Help, you've been dating a married provider for about 2 years. How do I ask him to pay for your 750 condo that I want 100 mil net worth? Okay. He wants me to live closer to him and in a safer neighborhood. Okay. Tell him to buy the condo as like some type of business thing to where like if he invites people from out of town to visit, it's like a business suite or a business condo, and then you can just live there. Sprinkle. That way he can write it off all his taxes and, whatever. If you make it appealing and sound like a business move, he'll probably do it. Okay. Okay, so never chase a man, ladies. Never chase a man. I don't care what the circumstance is. If you're chasing a man, he's not attracted to you at all. Okay. And we need to get back into that. Okay. So, ladies, we have to remember this. Just because you want them doesn't mean they want you. Let's repeat this together. Just because you find them attractive and you want them doesn't mean they take an interest in you. And no, you can't make them take an interest in you because that's being a pygmisha and they don't want you in the first place. And you're going to be doing most of the chasing if that's what your plan is. Most younger women fall into this category because they haven't learned yet. Thank you, Skylar. Sprinkle. Most younger women will chase behind a man because they feel like, oh, I'm supposed to have this man because of how he looks and, what I like in a man. No, if he doesn't like what he sees in you, how are you going to make that happen? He may, like I said, he may take temporary interest in you to see what he can get out of you. But if you're not his type and he's not chasing you, waste of time. Okay. If all you want to do is roll around with him on a mattress and that's your goal, don't be mad when that's all he want to do with you and, ghost you afterward. Because a lot of times y'all don't realize just by giving it up to someone or making yourself easily available to them does not guarantee you're going to be with them at all. It means if they didn't chase you down and they didn't invest money in you and they didn't make you feel like the prize and they didn't make you, feel like you're, you know, important to them enough to pay your bills, chances are you're not going to see them very soon after. Okay. Ooh, these are pretty. Okay. A company sent me some jewelry. Blinky Bell. Oh my God. Blinky Bell. Thank you, girl. I got a Blinky Bell. What? Okay. Does same advice work if you're gay? It just depends. You know what I'm saying? Because is there always a masculine and the feminine one in the relationship? So I'm saying the feminine one, don't pay. The prize, don't pay. You know what I'm saying? If you have the same dynamic as straight people, where one is slightly older or one is slightly less attractive or one is way more rich than the other, it's the same dynamic. Okay. The dynamic has to be like this. Like you got to be up here and they got to be like really wanting you. Okay. So whatever that dynamic is, you have to have the upper hand in order to get what you want. If not, then why are you playing on the same level? You know, if you're going to play on a different level, you should have the advantage always, right? Okay, thank you, Miss Blinky Bill. She sent me these wonderful, beautiful pieces of jewelry. I'm going to link her store if y'all want to check it out. Miss Blinky Bill. All right. She sent me some beautiful pieces. Okay. She sent me this gorgeous necklace. She knows I love gold little necklaces like this. She sent me that. Thank you, girl. And these beautiful little earrings. They have like blue and like little blue stones and like diamonds and blue sapphires in there, and they're gold. So pretty. I'm gonna be wearing those. Mm-hmm. Oh, he ghosted you after you told him you were older. Oops. Guess he wanted someone young and dumb so he could manipulate him. Ooh, look at this bracelet, y'all. Okay. That's so pretty. It's like a pearl toggle bracelet with this beautiful heart. If y'all want to check out Blinky Bell, I'm going to link her store here. She's a entrepreneur and she follows the sprinkle. Y'all support. Or I'm going to put this on because it's too cute. Anyway, there's something else too. There's some really cute earrings that she has also sent. There are these little heart earrings. Look at that. So cute. Should we ever initiate contact? Ma'am, you're the woman. I mean, if you're desperate, ma'am, yeah, go ahead and initiate it. If you want to show desperation, you should always try to get them to talk to you first. Okay? You're 21, you left your minimum wage job, you have no confidence, but my videos have really helped. Thank you. Okay, Ava. Well, good luck out there, ma'am. Build your confidence each day. Keep watching the videos, and I'm sure in no time you'll have a couple of streams of income if you can build your roster up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. So yeah, we don't chase men. If you see somebody that you really, really like, they gotta catch your eye. And I mean, you got to catch their eye. So you can walk around in front of them. You can make eye contact with them, but you cannot approach them. Okay. They got to make the first move because that means they're interested in you. You know, you may find them attractive. So you may be looking. You may walk by and they may look at you. But if they're not activated to go chase you, don't even bother. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said how not to get jealous every time he cheats besides asking for money. He's going to cheat anyways, whether you're jealous or not. So it doesn't really matter. Just build your bank account. Okay. Just think about that. He don't care if you're jealous. That's not his concern. You know, his concern is doing what he wants. So what should your concern be? Collecting money and doing what you want. Exactly. Why ain't he jealous about what you're doing? Why isn't he jealous? If you don't give him nothing, to worry about, he ain't got nothing to worry about, do we? Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. Why are men mad that women have rosters? Y'all been had rosters. Y'all just didn't call it that. Y'all just mad because we got a cute word for it. Men always had them. So why can't women have them? It's not a big deal. Okay. It just keeps our options open, allows us to multitask and date several at the same time so that we're not wasting time with one that's not serious. Okay. It's actually very smart. All right. If you don't like it, then get your money up and wife someone. Get rid of their whole roster with your income. There you go. If you don't have the income to get rid of someone's roster, then don't be complaining about it. Okay. Don't be mad about our rosters. Be mad about your money. That's where you really need to get angry at and go get some more. Okay. You said, can it ever be reversed if you approached? Yeah. Stop approaching, stop calling, and let them chase you. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so yeah, chasing a man just makes you look like you can't attract someone. And so you have to take charge and go after someone because no one will go after you. And that's not a good look. Okay. So make sure you understand that. I know there's lots of people out there that say, oh, you need to go for what you want. You need to shoot your shot. You need to do that. You need to do this. You need to do that. No, you don't. And I know there's some men out there that are saying, yeah, come up to us, because what do they really want from you? Do they want your hand in marriage? Do they want to pay your bills? Or what do they really want from you? Why are they saying it's okay to approach them? Y'all aren't reading between the lines. When a man says, oh yeah, go ahead. I love it when a woman approaches me. Why? Because they don't have to do no work. They don't have to chase, and it's easy to get, and it's free. That's why they like when women approach them. It's not a good type of like. It's an easy access type of like. And you're not going to be around too much longer. Thank you for being a new member. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Looks. All right. So think about this. Just because they say they like it doesn't mean it's going to be beneficial to you. Okay? Think about this. If they really, really liked you, they would approach you. If they're just standing around and some random woman just comes up and throws herself at him, of course they're going to like that. There's no challenge in that. And they'll get in and get out and, move on to the next. So y'all don't want to be doing that. It's not a good look. Unless you just want to experience them quickly and, be done. But I don't recommend that. So. Okay. Don't do it. It's not worth it. You said no woman should ever approach a man. Exactly. Back in the old days, they had rules about if you could even address certain people in public, if people could address you without a proper introduction. They had all these like society rules or whatever. Now women are just going all willy-nilly and throwing themselves at grown men and twerking and flirting with them in front of their face and telling them what they gonna do and sending them pics. Like, where have we come? We've come from, being demure to being ratchet. Y'all need to reassess your value. Okay. Went on a date, mentioned your car needing to get fixed. It actually does. He seemed maybe willing to help, but I went home with no money. How do I get money? Okay, don't text him no more. When he texts you, he should be asking you about your car and if you need help and if you're all right. And whatever he texts you, keep talking about your car. Don't talk to him about nothing else but your car. If he's not trying to solve the problem, then he is the problem. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, and dismiss. All right. And yeah, someone says just ask him. If he says just ask, you could just ask him. If he says no, then don't take a loan and don't say you're gonna pay it back. Okay, don't get into the situation where he asks for the money back or pay him back. It's like, well, tell him before he give it to you that you're not going to be able to pay him back. All right, because some of y'all be borrowing money, and that's not the same thing. Okay, don't do it. You said providers provide solutions. Exactly. If you make him seem like he really wants to see you, or there's some stuff that y'all really, a date you really want to go on, he's going to solve whatever financial issue is in the way of him getting on that date with you. Okay. So you got to be nice to him, talk to him like you really like him, and then put that obstacle in his path and see if he'll remove it for you. Okay. If he doesn't remove it, chances are he can't remove it. And do you really want to date someone that can't help you? Okay, you can't remember? Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if you are giving him green light, such as by asking for his help, and then he gets the hint and starts chasing and providing? Is that bad? I don't know what the green light is, but as long as he's providing and chasing you, I think that's good. But at the same time, I don't know what the green light was. What's the green light, baby? What's that? Did you give him some? What was that? All right. Well, as long as you're benefiting from it, I don't know what to tell you. It sounds like you're getting what you want, right? What if they say you can pay another way? Like, no. No, your only payment is thank you and spending more time with them. And thank you so much for helping me. I'm so glad that you rescued me, and spend more time with them. That does not come overnight. They got to invest in that heavily. Okay, they got to save up. They got to keep investing. All right. Now some of y'all aren't able to keep a man's attention that long in order to invest way more. So just say thank you and be gone. If they're not satisfied with that answer, then they don't have more to invest. Okay, bronze pearl. Thank you, sprinkle, sprinkle. But you want the condo in your name. You don't want the wife to find out. He previously promised to give you $200K towards a $400 combo, but I want, okay. So he's married. So it's kind of hard to hide stuff unless his wife doesn't look at any of the paperwork. So that's going to be an issue. The best thing he can do is pay you, and then you could buy it yourself. He needs to pay you a little bit at a time. You know what I mean? And you got to save up for it. Sprinkle, sprinkle, because a lot of times that's going to be hard to account for, that missing money. So you got to find a smarter way to do it. Like he gives you a little bit at a time, you save it, and then go buy it for yourself. What if you slept with him in the beginning of the relationship? You barely see each other. He's a doctor and works a lot. How do I get the bag? I want him to be romantic. You're 21. He's 22. Okay, he's a 22-year-old doctor. What kind of doctor is that, ma'am? An optometrist? Anyway, so I don't think that, I think y'all are very young. And if y'all are in y'all's 20s, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Y'all sound like y'all are just having fun. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't think a 22-year-old can be very romantic especially if you say he's a doctor. He's probably really busy and not thinking about settling down and being romantic. You said he's 43? Okay. I thought, girl, I thought you said he was 22. I was going to be like, no. Okay. So typo. Okay. Most doctors aren't going to be that way if they're not that way already. You got to treat yourself romantically and do things for yourself and teach them how to treat you. You're 21, he's probably not taking you as seriously. So the best way to get the bag is to come up with a fake obstacle that he has to solve with money. Aunt Ethel, pregnancy scare, something. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Got to come up with something, a car issue, give him something to solve financially. And the more he invests money into you, he'll probably want to see you more. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Got to give him something to pay for. Is it bad to move a man in? Yes, it's very bad. They're supposed to either move you in or y'all supposed to totally move and have, a whole nother place. Most likely maybe in his name or with your name on it too. But you need to know if he can afford to actually live somewhere, if he can qualify. Listen to my words. If he's able to qualify to live somewhere. Some men can't qualify to live anywhere. That's why they don't want to move in with women. So if he's unable to qualify to live somewhere, you really shouldn't be moving any man into your house. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Somebody says it's giving affordable housing. Yeah, never move a man in, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you move a man in, it's a bad idea and you look desperate. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said women will chase their type. Yeah, young women will chase their type until they realize their type, they're not the other dude's type. Young women will definitely chase their type until they realize they're not the man's type. And that's a rude awakening because some of y'all, oh, that's my type. Ooh, I like him, but I love him. You're not even his type. He over there seeing his type on the side, and you over there going 50-50 with somebody that you're not even their type. But they'll let you, pay half, build them up, buy them some shoes, split your tax return with them or whatever. They'll let you do all that. But you'll never really be their type if they never came after you in the first place. Okay? Some of y'all gonna learn the hard way. Well, he's with me, but I don't think I'm his type. Well, who approached you first? Who does the most for the other person? There you go. There's your answer. You're doing more for him than he's doing for you. You're not his type. Okay? And most of the time, people don't even marry their type. Most of the time, people don't even deal with their type because the power dynamic is off. Unless that man is rich, he can't really date his type. Not long term anyway, because either somebody else is going to take him away because he ain't got enough money to keep his type, or he'll have money to keep the type. You're 21, went on a date with an old rich man. He was so annoying and flirty, sending all these emojis. Then I sent him a shopping cart saying, this is my wish list, and he never replied. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, when old rich men get clocked, like, this is not real, right? They kind of lose hope, and so they leave. So obviously the age, I don't know if the age difference was enough or the attraction was enough, I don't know if you met him online or not. Okay, because that has a lot to do with it. But thanks for sharing. If you met him online, he can go get another one right now. If you didn't meet him online, you met him in person and he crossed the room for you, he really liked you, y'all had some chemistry in the conversation, he probably most likely would have offered to do something for you and you could have then sent that cart. So I don't know. Okay. Or you could have made up a lie and got the money and then bought whatever you want. Yeah. And sometimes y'all be asking too soon and the age difference is not enough for them to be, trying to spend. Because y'all don't know, like some of y'all young ladies don't even know what old actually is. Y'all think old is 40. Thank you, Jordy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all think old is 40 and that's not old. Not financially. Okay. It's not financially old. You need to get financially old to where they just got money, period. So I would say 50 and up. Okay, is where you're going to get more yeses than nos. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Especially if you're young. Depends on how old you are too. The older you are, the older you're going to have to go to get more yeses than nos, okay? Okay, y'all have to understand there is a dynamic to asking for money. And I keep telling y'all this. They got to like you. How many times more? 10 times more. That's when you could just ask. Period. Okay? When you know that they're obsessed, when you know that you're the prize, when you know they think they dreaming, that's when you can just ask. Because you know they're gonna say yes. All right. If y'all are close to the same age, he's found you online next to all the other ones, it's gonna be harder, especially if you're texting him all the time. The power has to be like he likes you way more and he's lucky you're even showing up for the date. You know what I mean? It has to be that. So for example, let's say you're 25. Let's say you're 25 years old and you're cute. All right. You need to be dating somebody 50 plus to just ask. Okay. And they got to be a little bit unattractive. They can't even be a cute 50. They can't even be a cute 50. They got to be an unattractive 50-year-old. And if you're 25, you could just straight up ask. They're an ugly 50-year-old and you're 25, straight up ask. All right. If you're 35 and they're 50 and they're decent, don't ask. You're going to have to come up with lies and get them obsessed with you first. Okay. So y'all have to do the math. Y'all have to understand the target. Y'all have to understand your power. You got to understand the leverage. If you don't have any leverage, you can't just ask. Okay. It's too easy. Y'all got to learn how to do this girl math. This is girl math. If they old and ugly, ask. If they're close to the same age and decent looking, you're going to have to lie and play games. Okay. It's easier just to get the ones that's got a little age on them and they look a little ugly. Okay. You're going to get what you want. Y'all be too worried about looks and y'all have to go from guy to guy to guy to get like a bill paid. You just go for an older one that's less attractive. You're just going to get the money quick. Bam. There are young providers, but y'all got to do too much to get them to provide, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. If y'all want to do extra, great. Go for the younger ones. If y'all want to do less, go for the older ones. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Like I said, it's possible to get at any age, but you're going to have to do more work. You're going to have to wait longer with the younger ones. The older ones, they already know why they're there, especially the older ones that aren't as attractive. They already know their job is to pay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They already know their job is to provide, okay? They're not going to try to deny that. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said there's old dusties. Yeah, go. That's why you're supposed to be on the rich side of town. You're not supposed to be hanging out with the old dust. All right. You said you appreciate women who approach you. Of course, because it makes life easier for you and you have to do less as a man. So of course you appreciate it. But, you know, if she approach you, think about how many other men she going to be approaching too. That's another thing. Men say, oh, I like it when a woman approaches me. Imagine how many other men she approaches as well. If she's not shy to approach a grown, able-bodied man, that means she's in her masculine, which means she chases, which means she hunts, which means when she sees another cute guy, she's going to be up in his face too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So be careful what you say. If you coming up to me, I know you went up to about 5 other people, especially if you're a man. You know, most men don't think about that. If she went up to you, she went up to about 5 other ones before you. And will do after you too. Go up to 5 other ones after you. Why is she with you? Why? Because she's a chaser. She's in her masculine. She chases. Good luck with that. Especially when she get a little drink in her, she's gonna be up in everybody's face, even when she out with you, because she's a chaser. If your woman doesn't naturally approach men, especially if she starts to be drinking and stuff, she ain't gonna be approaching them men either. Or when she's not with you, she ain't gonna be approaching them. They're gonna have to come to her. Thank you. Haneen, what should I do if he ghosting you time or out? Text me back. What should I be my response? What should I do if he ghosting me time to time or out? Girl, just text them a re-entry fee with your Cash App or your Zelle. Re-entry fee. That means if you're gonna ghost me, you gotta pay to come back. You gotta pay for me to respond. You got however many days that you give them to not ghost you. That's the reentry fee. So if 2 days represents ghosting to you, if they don't text you for 2 days, send them a fee. Okay. If 3 days, how you set the limit. So whatever you consider ghosting, make sure there's a reentry fee on it. So if he texts you back, just say, here's my reentry fee since you've ghosted. And they'll think it's funny and cute. And if they really want to talk to you, they'll pay it. Okay. And they're also letting them know that you don't play these games. Either you in or you out. Okay. And their game, whatever they're trying to do, is not working. So if they really like you, they're going to pay to come back or they're going to disappear. But either way, you're not wasting any more time. Thank you, Z. No one talks about how lonely it is having high standards. Man, if you're in this for companionship, you're in it for the wrong reason. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. If your goal is companionship and not money or benefits, then go date regular. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because you're going to be lonely in a relationship anyway if you're the only one that likes them and you're the only one that is into them, because most of these guys that you will lower your standards for don't even like you. Think about it. If someone says, get a puppy, get a cat. Yeah. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for the sprinkle, sprinkle. TFL. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, y'all have to think about this. If you're looking for companionship, go find it. You can find that with anybody and anything. If you're looking for a lifestyle, a man that's going to treat you like you want to be treated and be able to provide for you, you're going to have to be patient. You're going to have, yeah, exactly, hobbies. Go hang out with other people. If you just want a man for companionship, you're needy. Okay? You got friends and family and whoever else you be hanging out with. If you just want a man to have a man, you're not in it for the lifestyle. You're in it for the company. You see the difference? That means you'll lower your standards because you are lonely and you need company and you're needy emotionally. So think about it. What are your goals? Now, several men don't have the same problem. They don't walk around talking about, I'm lonely. They'll just go date someone, a placeholder. Okay. But they'll make sure the placeholder is doing exactly also what they want. So if you're going to have a placeholder, just make sure they have money. They may not have to spend it on you, but if something happens, you know they can pay. You know, if you lay down and get pregnant, you know they got money. If you're just looking for someone, a human companion, then great. Make sure they have money though. Don't get no broke human companion. Because if you do that, you're going to regret it later. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's difficult to find friends on your same level. So, have hobbies, stay busy. I always tell women, you won't even notice and you won't even notice that you're looking for friendship if you're busy. Okay. Make sure if that's your problem, stay busy. And if you stay busy, you don't have to worry about it. And most of the time, if you are busy, you're stacking paper or doing something with yourself. You know what I mean? Then you don't have to think about it until, you know, people start approaching you for friendship as well. Okay. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Taking my vitamins. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You say you bought a pair of shoes and you want to make them seem like someone gifted because he said no? Mm. You can post up and say thank you for the shoes and just take a picture of the shoes. But don't tag anybody. Just say thank you and put the shoes up on your Instagram or whatever with the and it says thank you on there. That's it. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. Good are some ways to stay busy. Whatever you can do. Go to the gym. Go learn a new hobby. Go learn a new skill. Watch Netflix. I don't know, child. Just stay busy because if you're constantly thinking about something that you lack, you're not going to appreciate everything that you have. Explore all the stuff that you actually have. Deal with the people that are actually already in your life. Do the stuff you really want to be doing or already have access to. Because a lot of y'all just be looking for stuff and you have so much other things that can occupy your time and energy, and become actually better than just hanging out with somebody. You know, I always think about this. Like, I can hang out with people, but I'm so much more productive when I'm not hanging out with people. I get stuff done. You know, I'm accomplishing way more, doing way more, organizing way more, getting more stuff done than hanging out. Like, I'm old. I don't know how old you are. If you're in your 20s and stuff, great. Go hang out by yourself. You'll meet people. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, even as an adult, if I go somewhere by myself, someone's always going to say hi or talk to me. You'll never really be lonely. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you can't even imagine being bored. Me neither. I'm never bored. Like, if I'm bored, I'll find something to do because I got so much stuff to do or whatever. I can get really creative. Um. Mm-hmm. Thank y'all. Y'all are so sweet. You said as a vegan, hanging out with carnivores can be so draining. Yeah, I never think about that when I hang out with people. I really don't care what they put in their mouth and chewing and swallowing. I really don't care. That's the thing between, like, that's the difference between, like, some people, like, I don't care what you eating. Just give me my money. Just do what I need you to do. I don't care what you're eating. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those type of vegans. I don't care what you eating, baby. Don't care. That's y'all's diet. Everybody got a different diet. Don't care about it. I don't care about people's diet. You said veganism has become a spirituality? No, it's not a spirituality unless you make it one. Mm-hmm. Okay. I missed a super chat. Hold on. I think I answered all of these. Thank you, Jordy, for being a new member. I answered all of these. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. So, yeah, don't make a big deal out of it. Just get their money. We don't care what they eating. As long as they paying for our food and more, we don't care. You said most men are narcissists. Okay. That's because they're dealing with women that are naive. If you watch this channel, you probably won't have to deal with too many because you'll be ahead of the game. You know what I mean? You won't fall for the okie doke like a lot of women do. Like, for example, someone is asking me, do I ever let an old guy you dated come back? Yes, it's called re-entry fee. They have to pay. They got to pay to come back. So if they have the money that you request as the re-entry fee, if you want them to come back and they have the money to pay to come back, wonderful. They don't, they can stay where they're at. All right. If they're not beneficial, they don't need to come back, right? All right. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said it's a diet for you. You want to eat with people. You don't know what they eat. There needs to be something I can eat. Okay. Yeah. Most places have side orders or meat substitutes these days. Just eat that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I never have a problem eating where I go. I always find something to eat. Oh, girl. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, never chase behind a man. Don't let them back in for free. And definitely, if they ghost you, let them stay ghosted until they come back with that re-entry fee. The tricks that men use to get you to chase, they don't work anymore. Okay, they're going to have to just go get the money, right? All these tricks that men try to do to get you to chase, to get you to see that they're the prize, they're all going to backfire because naturally that's not true. Okay. Naturally, it's not going to work unless you're dumb. Now, I know women are smart. Y'all have the brain capacity to learn, to multitask, to do all this stuff. And now that y'all are learning, y'all aren't going to be falling for the okie doke anymore. Y'all aren't going to be seeking validation because that is one of the most valuable things to a needy pygmisha is validation. And men know this. They know if they love bomb you and give you false validation that you will run behind them and chase like a good pygmisha will. And y'all understand that that's how they're going to treat you. That's why some of these guys are walking around talking about men are the prize because look how many pygmishas are chasing them. Look how many pygmishas are approaching them. Of course, they feel like the prize because of these desperate women out here. And if you're one of them desperate women, you're part of the problem. And I think instead of chasing behind a man, you need to chase some self-esteem, and you need to better yourself and become more attractive, and men will chase you. That's literally it. Okay. Because if you're chasing behind the man, you're definitely not his type. Period. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, how much should your re-entry fee be? Depends on how much he earns and how much you want and how you felt when you were ghosted. So if he ghosted you for a week and you felt some type of way, you determine the price. What you want? You want a shopping spree? And 500, 300, whatever it is you want. That's what you charge. It's up to you. You set the standard, man. I think the longer they're gone, the higher the fee should be, in my opinion. Now, I think if they've been gone like months and months and months, it should definitely be a set fee. So the price is not going to go up each month, but after 6 months, you should have just like a set fee, because that means they probably tried to make their marriage work, or whatever relationship they were in, cheating with, try to make it work. So after 6 months, when they figure out it ain't going to work, or when she goes on vacation, they'll be back. So you need that re-entry fee. So it should be like no less than $1,000. Okay. No less than $1,000 after 6 months. It has to be $1,000 and up after 6 months. Okay. Because that means like 6 months is what it takes to have life-changing decisions. So something happened within that 6 months that changed their life. That's why they're back. Either somebody had a baby, either somebody tried to make it work out and it's not working out anymore, or they went out of town, or they left them. Whatever it is, it's a life-changing event, and now they're seeking you out again. So you need to charge them that re-entry fee, because most likely they're going to go back to ghosting you anyway. So you might as well get some out of it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. And if they have to pay a re-entry fee, they'll think twice about ghosting you in the future. They may keep contact versus just ghosting if they know there's a re-entry fee. So whatever you do, always charge the re-entry fee. You can do Cash App, Zelle, however, PayPal, whatever they be trying to pay you with, okay? Or they can meet you at the mall to take you shopping. Don't talk to them until you have bags in hand. Say, you got to buy me something first. Then we can talk. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Or send them your full cart from an online store and see if they'll pay it, whatever it is. A Amazon gift card, whatever you're trying to get, make sure you just get it, okay? Don't talk to them for 5 minutes. Don't sit there and catch up. It's a re-entry fee to just catch up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How could you condition him so that he would be romantic and give you money, wants you to talk to him about friends, and says he's your partner? The 43-year-old doctor has children, so we can't see each other a lot. Okay. You're 21. He's just using you because you're naive and young. Okay. What you need to be doing is dating several men at the same time. Okay. If you got him, you can get 2 more. You need to be dating other doctors as well. Okay. So he needs to fight for you in your time, because you are out there dating other doctors. You get it? If you have to chase behind a man and make him want to spend romantic time with you, and he's super busy, you're going to have to be the one. You're going to be the one that he don't want to get away. If you're not the one that he doesn't want to get away, then he doesn't care what you're doing. He doesn't care if he needs to spend time with you or not. So you need to go spend time with other people, date other men. And when he has time for you, then you can see him. But you also need to be seeing other men at the same time, just dating them, just going out to dinner. You don't have to sleep with them, but you definitely need to have other options, because he's treating you like an option. You're very young, you're very naive, and you don't know any better. But what I can tell you is that you are young enough to be dating several men at the same time. Because if they don't come through, he may come through. If he doesn't come through, the other one might come through. And you're going to end up with somebody versus nobody. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely you need to get more than one. Okay. The best way you can make him notice you is in your absence. You can't be there all the time. You can't be texting him all the time. You got to leave him alone to where he comes to look for you. If he doesn't come looking for you, he don't want you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm telling you, stop being a pick-me. I know it's hard at 21. I know it's hard. But if he's not finding you, if he's not looking for you, if he's not trying to do the most for you, let him go. Be dating other guys. If he calls you and wants to spend time with you, great. If not, you have other options. Sure, don't you say, be like Anna Nicole Smith. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, you know, she got that old man got his money, so, you know. It's better than no money, better than a dusty. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if you want more pointers about getting some guy to want you, to chase you, you got to get him obsessed first. And I have a video that I did last week on my live video, my live videos in that playlist. How to get him obsessed. You need to watch it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why do they chase and want you only sexually? Because they're men, not women. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. That's what men are. Unless they get real old and their stuff ain't functioning no more. If they're in their prime, men just want to sleep with women. Like, that's their main goal when they see you. That's their main goal. So why are you asking dumb questions? If you told them that you're not going to sleep with them, they won't even chase you. If you said you will never get this, you will never see them again. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why? Because that's what they want. If you give them some false hope and lie about them having a good chance, they'll chase. But they ain't not finna chase you for your personality, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, I really want to get to know her. She seems like a good, kind-hearted person. If that were the case, looks wouldn't even matter. Okay. So look good, lie, give them some false hope, and get what you need. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Somebody please yes, y'all need to be educated because some of y'all think that people just like you for you. No, they don't. All right. They would chase you to get some, the chance of getting some. Okay. And you just string it out, give them false hope, keep them investing. Okay. All right. He said, men literally want women for one thing. Exactly. True, but high caliber men like a woman well put together. That's true because they can have any woman. A high caliber, as you say, a man that has a lot of money can have any woman that they want, right? They can sleep with any of them, right? So they're going to pick the one that they feel will fit best in their world. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What about if you messed up and separated? Do you make the first move? Nope. Because if they want you, that ain't even gonna matter. They're gonna still be chasing. Okay. Can you change that narrative? You're dating other men, getting the bag, but he's the best option financially and he's protective. Okay. If he wants you, he will come get you, ma'am. Read the title. Never chase a man. If he likes you a lot, he's gonna be like, dang, where is she? I feel like spending time with her. I really like her. Let me call her. I have a day off. I have this many hours off. Let me call. That's what he's going to do if he really likes you. You cannot make him like you anymore. He has to like you naturally. So if he's not calling you naturally, if he's not hitting you up naturally, if he's not doing anything, then you're just another person to him. He has to like you way more. You get it? So disappear. Do what you got to do. If he wants you, he'll come get you. If not, focus on something else. Okay. This is how a lot of young women get caught up. Oh, but he's the perfect one. He's this, he's that. Okay, but you're not to him. So who cares? He might be the perfect one. That's what he used. That's the dynamic he used to get you to sleep with him. That he seems like the perfect one. But is he the perfect one? Is he chasing you? Is he paying your bills? Is he doing the most? He's not the perfect one. He is the idea of the perfect one. Not the perfect one, because the perfect one would be chasing you and giving you money. He's the idea of what seems perfect to you, but he ain't. You know why? Because he's not chasing you. Uh-oh. Thank you, Trencia. Sprinkle. She joined Cash App. Okay, thank you, Walt. Sprinkle. Somebody sent some money. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Walt. Yeah, so stop chasing and start dealing with something else. Thank you, Cheyenne. Sent me a Cash App. Appreciate you. Okay. So yeah, listen to what I say. Just because they seem like the perfect one, if they're not chasing and they're not into you like you're into them, they ain't the perfect one. Sprinkle. Get to the next one. You got him, you can get another doctor. But this time, make sure he likes you 10 times more and that you are the perfect one, that he is going to chase you. Usually you're going to they're not going to be dealing with someone that's just barely able to drink seriously, because they can't introduce you to their colleagues. No one can take you seriously. They're probably going to end up with somebody slightly older. So you just need to go find someone else, baby. Just for a little while, or just date several. You know what I mean? Thank you, blessed and favored. Sprinkle. Appreciate you. You just need to go find another one that has more money and time. Okay? You're young. You can do that. Don't get stuck. You're too young to get stuck on one person. Too young. You get stuck on one person, you're going to miss all the other ones. Sprinkle. Okay. You said never chase a man even when you have him. Exactly. Never chase. What if he's chasing, but he then stopped as much effort and asked me, what do you need me to do? And then have a list for him, ma'am. Sprinkle. Have your list ready. And when you can check everything off the list, wonderful. Make another list. Okay. Whatever he got to do, or whatever your list is, he'll do it. That's the thing. He wants me to talk to him first. If I need him for whatever, I don't know, doesn't make me needy or chasing him, I don't message first. Okay. He's telling you, look, let me break down what he's telling you. He wants you to message him first, which means when you start thinking about him, because he ain't thinking about you, think about this. He's not thinking about you. Therefore, he can't message you first. But when you should be a pygmisha in your mind and start thinking about him, then text him. Then he wants to deal with you when he comes across your mind, not the other way around. It's still mental chasing. Okay. If he wants you, he gonna text you first. He gonna talk to you first. He don't want you. He says, when you think about me, text me. Not when I think about you, I'll call you. Not I was just thinking about you. How was your day? None of that. He's telling you straight up. He's telling you, and you're not listening. He's telling you, You gonna do all the work in this relationship. You need to chase me. I don't think about you. You need to think about me. I know you're young and dumb, and I'm gonna train you this way to do this because you're young, and you'll do it because you're desperate. And I seem like I'm the perfect man, but literally, he's just making you chase. And if you are not listening, I'm going to tell you once again, he's still making you chase. I don't care what he said. What is his action showing? He's showing you that you are not important enough to even think about. So on to the next, or just whenever he thinks about you, then you respond to him. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm trying to help you. Listen. Y'all listen to Shira. Not only what you gotten, what? Oh, Bay laying hair care, sprinkle, sprinkle. You got not only a man, but a provider, and started my own business. Thanks for everything. Okay, ma'am. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, listen. He's trying to train you because you're young and you have this idea of he's the perfect man. No, he's not. If he was the perfect man, he'd be texting you first, thinking about you, sending you flowers and all that. He's not the perfect man. He's trying to train you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You better figure it out. The slooty booty. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Hopefully you understand now, and you're not going to keep trying to chase this grown, able-bodied doctor who doesn't even think about you. All right. Let him chase you if he wants you. You can go get another doctor or a surgeon if you're smarter. You can find a doctor that makes more money than he does. That's what I'll be doing. Okay. Don't ask me no more about that doctor who don't think about you and wants you to do all the work and chase him, and so he can train you up because you're only 21. Don't ask me no more about him unless you're dating other guys at the same time and not worried about what he's trying to do. If he's not after you, if he's not chasing you, then leave him alone. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I don't know why doctors think that they're all that when there's people out here on TikTok twerking that make more money than a lot of these doctors these days. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Y'all know it's true. Like, some guys think that they're all that because they make a certain amount of money or they have a special career, but like literally there's people in their 20s that make way more money than some of these doctors out here that just log on and do what they do on social media. Come on now. If they're not willing to be the man in the relationship and chase, then dismissed. Okay. You said doctors have the biggest egos. I would break them egos real quick. Like, and then they want you to call them doctor and stuff. Boy, you ain't my doctor. When a man asks you a personal question you don't want to answer, how do you deflect without seeming weird? Answer it in a way that doesn't answer it. Like, have a sense of humor about it. It's like, oh, that's a story for a whole nother day. But anyway, let's talk about something else. Or you just answer it without answering it. Okay. Or lie, basically. Answer without answering it, or lie, or change the subject right away with the distraction. There you go. Mm-hmm. Anyway, you said how to break their ego. By treating them normally, like a normal person, like they're a doctor. Just don't call them doctor. Treat them like a normal person. Make up a whole lie about how you know way more important people. I don't know. Just like don't treat them like a big deal, because most doctors that are out there, most women think, oh, I scored a doctor. I'm so lucky. They treat them like a prize or whatever. Just treat them like a normal person, you know. And if they aren't wanting to be treated extra, they gotta be spending extra. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Whoever's spending the most money is better. That's who's better, ma'am. Okay. Okay, here we go again. Ma'am, go get another man. He doesn't want you. Okay, but what about dating a married man? I ask for shoes and clothes, but isn't too rash. Just ask for money and go buy your own shoes and clothes. Okay, whoever you're dating, hopefully it's more than that other dude. Just go ask him for a lump sum of money and go do whatever you want with it. You don't have to tell him what it's for. Or you can lie and say it's for something really important. So they'll just give it to you. And then go buy what you want. They don't have to know what it's for. Just lie. Say it's for something and that you know that they're going to pay for. It's another man. Okay, good, ma'am. Good. She says it's another man. It's not that doctor. Tell him it's for something else very important. And then go buy what you want. I'm serious. Like, tell him it's for your car, for a tire or something. And just go buy whatever you want. Mm-hmm. Yep. Just tell them it's for something very important. Then go buy clothes and save some of it. Okay, called him out on cheating. He checked your phone because I said I give him a reason to. He messed up. Now he says we should be better. Don't trust him, but getting back. Okay. Continue getting the bag. He's going to continue to being a man. Just make sure your bank account is continuously growing if you're going to deal with him. Okay. You already know y'all can't trust these guys out here. So just trust that they're going to give you money. All right. Don't put your emotional, connection to a man that's not worth emotionally connecting to. He's financially worth connecting to, but not emotionally. So separate the two. Now that you understand, now that you know, and just get his money. All right. You see do you see what his priorities are? His priorities are chasing other women and spending money to keep you so he could chase other women. So just cut him off in the bedroom, continue to get your money, and do whatever you got to do. I mean, you already know this is the game. I keep telling y'all. You already know. Just get his money. You're not going to fix him. Just get the money. Stack your account. When you leave out of any relationship, your account should look better than it did when you came in, because you already know you're going to have to put up with some BS. You already know what they're going to do. You already know. Just make sure that bank account is getting and reaping its benefits from you having to be in that relationship. Enjoy the good times and understand that there might be some bad times, but at the same time, it's always going to be some beneficial times. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Get money. If not, don't even be there. Yes, my afternoon tea was nice. If y'all go on Instagram, y'all can see my little reel that I made. Also on TikTok, you can see my TikTok that I made for when we did tea around town. I'm gonna probably put together another one as well, but definitely it was really nice. Okay. Um, you have a man that's worth a bunch of money. Okay. He is in Cali and you are in PR. We have been in touch since, okay, March. I want to ask, why did he reach out to me? If he's not giving you money, maybe he just wants to see if you're going to be a pick-me-shit for him, because like most rich men don't have to do much before women start throwing themselves at them. If he's not offering you anything, then he just thinks you're one of those women that are going to throw themselves at him in hope of being the one. If he's not offering any money, if he's not trying to pay something, he ain't sending gifts. He's just like a Dusty. So if he ain't spending no money, don't have enough time for him. Okay, y'all got to understand, just because somebody has money, think about this. If you were starving and somebody has a bunch of food and you're up in their face and they say, "Hi, how are you?" And they got a bunch of food, but they haven't offered you any. What are you doing? Why are you sitting there? Goodbye. Goodbye. It's time to go. If they're not offering you anything, if they're not beneficial, if you're just going to use them for clout or whatever, to grow whatever you're trying to grow or to get what you need to get, whatever. But if they're not offering you anything, it doesn't matter. Okay. Most rich guys think that you're just going to be there just because they're rich. But if you're not spending, what's the point? If they're not spending on you, what's the point? You might as well be talking to a Dusty who ain't spending on you. You know what I'm saying? So if they're not spending, you don't spend time. You just blow them off if they try to contact you. If they're not talking about no money, come up with a fake problem. If they don't solve it, blow them off. All right. Especially if you've been talking to him for a while, he should be ready to spend by now. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Okay, you just got a job at a country club. Any advice? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Look cute every day. Be extra nice to the old men. There you go. All right, they have more to tip. Mm-hmm. Also, there's a thing, like a lot of rich men feel like their status is enough to get what they want when it comes to women. And sometimes it's, you have to remind them that it's not. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I gotta go in a few minutes, y'all, but stop sticking around unless it's beneficial in some other way. If it's not, be gone. Okay. You said, how can you get with the woman without spending any money? Go visit your mama. That's how. Go home and visit your mother. Or go find a video of a red pill guy and go through the comments and find Pick Misha and them that's agreeing with the man, and then go hit them up in their DMs. All right. That's how you find a woman that you don't have to pay for. Go to a red pill video, look in the comments, find the women, and then DM the women. They're looking for men to slide up in them DMs because they're Pick Mishas. So any woman that agrees with the red pill men, or any woman that agree with going 50-50, cooking and cleaning and doing all that stuff, she'll hit you up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to go find them though. Just look in the comments of any, or it could even be like a level up gold digging video. Just look in the comments for the women that disagree, or go to the red pill videos and look at the comments of the women that are agreeing. And those are your pick-me-shas there, okay? You said basically treat men like ATM machines and robots. Yes, because that's what men treat women like, except not, instead of an ATM, they think that they're going to get something out of them. Okay, if you treat women like human beings, maybe they'll start treating y'all like human beings. But until that day, y'all are ATMs. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Until that day, when you treat women like human beings, y'all will be still got to be treated like ATMs. All right. Sorry, that's just how it is. How to make him chase again? Communication has been inconsistent. Okay, well, if he's not chasing naturally, he's not interested anymore. Okay, you got to get up, get dressed, look good. You got to look interesting. You got to look like he wants to chase you. Men are visual creatures. If he sees something he want to chase, he gonna chase it. If he don't see anything he wants to chase, he's not gonna chase it. So they're visual creatures. Look good when you every time you go somewhere. Look good every time you're in his presence. You're a man crying because you've been having others, but he don't want to leave if he's still giving me money and providing to what now? He has to do a grand gesture to get you. So whatever that grand gesture is, tell him what it is so he can do it. What you want out of him. What is it that he's not doing to seal the deal? Okay, either he do it or he just be sad. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to do what you tell him to do. The big grand gesture that he's not doing, obviously. Whatever it is you're trying to get from him and he's not willing to give, then just keep telling him that's what it's going to take. You said, what inch is my wig? This is not a wig, baby, but thank you. This is my real hair. All right. Y'all can't tell that's my real hair? Yeah. All right. Okay, you got 2 boyfriends. One is super obsessed, though, so he keeps a watch on me. How do I manage having both? Make it cost him a lot of money. Okay, so the boyfriend that's keeping lots of tabs on you, spend his money like crazy. Ask him to do stuff for you. Keep him busy. Give him projects. All of that. Okay. The one that's obsessed with you needs more to do for you. And they'll do it if they're obsessed. And they think that's going to give them like points, make you like them more. So you got to give them stuff to do. You have to have problems for them to solve. You got to have problems for them to solve. Okay. Okay. Oh, no problem, Melanie. I love me some wigs as well. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Okay. You said the obsessed one wants to be around all the time. Well, then it's going to cost him to be around you all the time. Have obstacles in your way for him to be around you. It's going to cost him money to be around you. You get it? So if you can't spend time with him unless this problem is solved, he can't be around you unless this problem is financially solved. You get it? So have a problem in his way to where he can't solve it and get to you. Then you have free time. Have a bill that he needs to pay. Have something that needs to be repaired in the way. Have, fake Aunt Ethel that needs something and you can't concentrate on anything until it's solved. Whatever he's talking about, keep talking about the problem that he needs to solve. And it's going to keep him busy. Okay? Just keep them busy with problems to solve. He can't be obsessed with you and always want to spend time with you if it costs a lot of money to get to you because you're too busy trying to help Aunt Ethel. You're too busy trying to fix your car. You're too busy trying to pay something off. You're too busy trying to solve a problem. Now, unless he wants to help you solve that problem or solve it for you, you can't see him. Get it? So have problems for them to solve. Have stuff for them to do in order to get to see you. All right. If not, they got to wait until the problem is solved. And if they don't solve it, they're going to be waiting. Okay. You said, should you tell him you don't care about money? It's not the most important thing. No, don't ever tell them that. Mm-mm. Tell them money is important. It's important for them to be able to provide. Okay. It is important. If you say it's not important, they're going to try to get everything from you for free. Say money is very important, but you're also very important. That means you need some money. Mm-hmm. A man told you he can't buy you no shoes that cost 1,000, and you simply told him that another will happily do it with a smile. Okay, Vivica, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said how to decenter men completely by focusing on your money and just allowing them to be one of your streams of income. That's it. All right. There you go. How you feel about buying the odd thing here and there for 20 bucks to keep him happy, but he pays for everything else? Like what? Some socks? Something cheap? Something from Five Below? Something out of Target? Girl, I don't know. If that's what it takes, man. But I feel like not all the time. Just maybe like if you're using his money to buy it, of course, he's paying for it anyway. It just makes it look like you thought about him. Find a way to get the money back or spend his money on him. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A lunch, girl. Don't pay unless it's his birthday. Okay. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. Mm-mm. Because from the outside, it looks like you're Pick Misha. From the outside, you can pick up your purse and your credit card and you put the card down to pay for his lunch. You look like Pick Misha to everybody else. Okay. You don't ever do that. Let him pay unless it's his birthday. You can look like Pick Misha one day a year for his birthday. All right. And usually there'll be a cake and some people in the restaurant singing happy birthday. So people will understand it's a gift, but you don't do that for no reason. Thank you, Truth. Can you be affectionate without chasing? Yes, if they are looking for affection from you, not the other way around. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If they're initiating the affection, yes. You said your husband hands you the card so he can pay, so you can pay. Well, as long as they see him handing you the card, that's all that matters. Okay. All right. So I'm not a believer in paying for the food every once in a while. I'm not a believer in that because they're going to get used to it. And then they're going to get comfortable with it. And then they're going to start asking for more. So the answer is no. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Then y'all, next thing you know, you 50-50. Mm-mm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What? A man asked you out to his house cooking for me, but I gotta go take an hour. Girl, decline. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't know what he's finna put in that food, if he got a basement waiting for you or not. Ma'am, don't go to nobody's house, especially if you live far away and he's inviting. Did you meet him online? Ma'am, no. That's how most of these movies begin, when the girl come up missing. Don't be stupid, ma'am. A grown, able-bodied man has enough money to take you out on a date. Stop going over these dudes' house. And why would you trust somebody cooking for you like that? Okay. Nope. I ain't dealing with that. They got to go. I would be insulted. I was like, I'm not finna let you kidnap me and throw you in the basement after you done poisoned me with your nasty cooking. Heck no. Take me out to a restaurant where I can see everything. You ain't finna get me, you dummy. You said 1-800 get a dusty gone. Exactly. Ma'am, let me tell you a secret. When men offer you stupid stuff like that, they want to see how dumb you really are. If you even consider that, they want to see how stupid you are. I promise you. They're testing you. They're testing your intellect. Politely decline his say, I'm going to decline that human trafficking date, and I prefer to go out on in a real, on a real date. So, I mean, you can have a sense of humor with it. It's like, I really don't do human trafficking dates, but if you want to take me out to a nice place in a restaurant where we meet in public, that's great. But other than that, the answer is going to be no. All right. So no, ma'am, we're not doing that. This is not 1985. It's not even the 90s, baby. This is 2025 and whatever year it is going to be when y'all are watching this in the future. Women aren't stupid like that no more. Okay. Don't do it. Mm-hmm. You said let him cook and don't show up. Send the police to his house. Okay. And men, stop asking women to your house to cook for them. They don't want to take your nasty food. Just go buy them some food at a restaurant like normal people. Okay. Stop doing that. Uh-oh, Stevie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What to say when men ask for social media before getting to all right know you? Give them a fake one. Don't you have an alias social media? You're supposed to have 2 or 3 of them, the ones you give people and the ones you don't. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Give them the fake one. There you go. The ones with the cats and the grandmas and the cookies and the cupcakes. That's the one you give them. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. The fake Aunt Ethels and whatnot. You once told him that's my favorite perfume, and he told me I'm not buying you that. Ha ha ha. And I didn't even mint that. Okay, well, you dealing with a dusty man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sorry. He already told you he ain't finna spend no money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You better get something. Uh-oh, y'all. That's time for me to go. The Finstagram. Okay. Yeah. Have extra backup alias social media to share with people that you don't want in your real business. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank y'all, everybody who sent donations. I appreciate y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all asked some decent questions today. Remember, never chase a man unless your name is Pickbisha. Okay, under no circumstance. Unless they took your purse and you're trying to chase them to get it back. That's it, ma'am. But never chase a man. If they're trying to get you to chase, it's because they're the feminine one and they want you to take the masculine role. They believe they're the prize. So if you're young ladies, a lot of men will try to train you and trick you into chasing them. Don't fall for the okie doke. If they want you, they will find you. They will come get you. They will make sure they're chasing you and they will make sure to impress you at the same time. Other than that, don't do it. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, for those of y'all who are new, sprinkle, sprinkle. I have a Patreon. If you want to message me privately, I have a Patreon. It's in the description bar and also at the top. It's pinned at the top of the live comments. And if you join tier 2 and up, you can write me. Don't write me a whole paragraph, maybe a few sentences. And I'll write you back within a couple of days. All right. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye.